winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Works ahead. Couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Send the tight end in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll go back to work trying to get something going after a couple of punts the first 2 times they've had it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his feet. Across the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
At the 38, 4th down coming up.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
7, Georgia, 0.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fakes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The jet sweep pass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's the way you execute our offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up with a PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Return goes out of bounds.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be looking to run. Makes a man miss. Turning it on. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Dogs racing to the line in the hurry up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibe.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
42 Snyder.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Pace, 27, jump.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't connect on his first throw.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll run for it. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. from the gun to give, looking for room.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Clemson set up with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rousseau. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Football with the run. Fights off the defender. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Here we go, here we go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for space to the left. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Looking downfield, it's Rooks. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Longo. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.